Hello Year 8 and we're back for part 5. I'm going to skip quickly over the line break tag because we've looked at that in previous tutorials, a tag that will give you space. And we're going to move down and we're going to look at some basic text formatting with an italic tag and U tag for underline and a B tag for embolding them. So again, I have my work open from the last lesson, and at the top we finished that my paragraph was aligned to the right. So I'll take that back to the left. And now I'm going to put hello in bold. I'm going to put a B tag before the word hello, and I make sure that I close the tag. Otherwise the entire paragraph will be in bold. I'm saving that and I'm going to refresh this in my browser, and hopefully you will see that we're back with hello is in bold. So that is the bold tag. I might want it to be in bold and italics, so I can put it in B and I can put an I tag. And again, I don't forget to close where I want to finish my italics. Save it, refresh it, and you will see I'm now in italics. And the final tag that we can experiment with is the U. So U for underline, I'm underlining it, and I'm closing the U. And by using a combination of bold, italic and underline, we can stress the importance of certain parts within our work. So we're going to be experimenting with the bold, italics and underline. Next is we come across a horizontal rule. The HR tag is a great way to break up your work. So I'm going to put a horizontal rule underneath hello Year 8 to break up, to create like a section for my work. So what I'm going to do, from the last lesson I had all these line breaks to space my work. I'm going to get rid of them and I'm just going to put in a horizontal rule. HR for horizontal rule, and it gives me a line which helps space out my work. The horizontal rule, like other tags, we can pass in some parameters. So for example, it has got a width, so you can say like HR width equals 50%, so I can pass in this parameter. So I'll give you an example. HR, it takes a parameter called width, equals, and if you look at our workbook, we're passing in a value, only this time instead of a string, it's a percentage value, 50%. I save it, refresh it, and you can see it's only 50% of the screen. It takes other parameter values in that you can experiment with. The size, I can't remember the size values, I'll probably have to Google it. I think again it's 1 to 10. You can experiment with that. And then shade, we can pass in size and shade, and you're asked to add a rule to your web page. And finally, I'm going to look at something called the unnumbered lists, or the ULs, which you're going to be asked to put into your website. So I can create a list, and the first thing I must do is put in the UL tag to tell the computer we're starting a UL tag. And then if you look at your notes, in each element in the unordered list, we put in a list element. So it's in an unordered list, but I need to put in the list tag, and I'm going to say A. I've got a list with B. I've got a list with C. No, LI, my tag, C, and then I'm closing my unordered list. And I mustn't forget to close my LI tags. So after each list element, close my LI tag. Copy that and paste it. So I have got a bulleted list. It's not in numbers, it's just bulleted, and we call that the unordered list. And in it I have the different list elements. And when I go to my page and hit refresh, you can see A, B and C are in my list. And you're asked to create a list outlining what we've learned so far this year in computing. So, a lot to get through, folks. You're now going to format your web pages to make sure that you've got horizontal rules using bold, italics and underline, and you're going to add in a list which shows what you've learned in computing. Again, good luck.